Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield, and today I want to talk about this new update down here with the items. I want to talk about a couple of the things that have seen been updated and adjusted on these, and we'll make this a real fast video, but some of my thoughts on it, and do I like it, do I not like it, that kind of jazz, okay? So, the first thing I've noticed here is that they've made it now where you can't actually, like, level up. Use certain items until you get to a certain level with your character. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if that's necessarily just the game mode I'm in right now. I have to double check. But it feels a little weird to me that... and the thing is, too, that now you can't use your special item until level 30? I don't know. I kind of like the option to be able to use it sooner. I really like to be able to get it at 20. So I feel like if they were going to do this, what they should have done is they should have probably let you use the first two slots and then gone 10, 15, 20 and not gone 10, 15, 20, 30 for the last one. It just doesn't feel good. And also when you click on it, you can't even look at your other items from this position. You could do it if I look at the main one, I can still look at my weapons, but I can't look at any of the other ones until he levels up to that level, which just feels kind of weird to me. I don't know. I don't personally like that update very much. I'm not sure why they did it. It doesn't seem like it was needed. I was thinking, did they do it for a balancing thing? Like, why did they do that? I do tend to feel sometimes with the Rise to War, I gotta say this, I give praise where praise is needed, and I will criticize where criticism is needed. I feel like sometimes they're always trying to improve stuff, which is good. That's good, right? Like, for example, little positive side note, okay? The map right now, this is the tactician game mode, and yet it looks like kingdoms, with how there's like kingdoms, like fellowships being formed and taking things over. So they kind of mesh the goods of both of those team things together. I think that was a good decision. That's a really good one. But sometimes they'll change things that are like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Does that make sense? And I feel like that a little bit with this new item change with the commanders. And again, I don't know, is it just the tactician mode that does this? I'm not entirely sure, but it just feels a little bit weird to me. I can go ahead and get Gandalf going here with this squad, so I'm going to send in Gandalf with him. Alright, so now that I have Gandalf with me there, I should be able to take even stronger tiles. I have a feeling they were trying to balance maybe the early tile taking, but I don't know. As someone like... The thing is, it doesn't like balance it for like people who play free-to-play versus like whales who spend lots of money on the game. Doing what they did, because no matter what, it's hurting everyone across the board, right? It's not like it's like making it easier for free-to-plays to catch up and take tiles too. That's what's kind of like feels weird about it, personally. I think it's kind of a little bit interesting. So I'm not entirely sure. What do you guys think about this update? Do you like that update? Do you not like that update? I don't feel like why anyone would like this update. It just feels like it like makes things harder. And if they do have this, I think they should make it where you can still look at your items you can replace. It's weird to me that they just don't have... You can't even look. Now, granted, I know you could go to your items. You could look through your items yourself and filter through and look at just, chess piece or something. Sure, you could do that. But I always do it through the commanders. So to not be able to think ahead and look at least with this new thing, and it blocks out my options, that bothers me too. So I'd recommend to them that they put back the option to see it at least. And I really also would recommend that they make it where you can have the first two slots and then it goes 10, 15, 20 for the special legendary slot. Again, I think this feels a little too rough to me how they did that. But on a positive note, since they buffed all the commanders, so maybe this was a balancing thing for this reason, so I'm going to give them a benefit of the doubt, is that they actually gave us more respect levels for less respect. So my Gimli was level like almost 14 and now he's level 15, which is kind of cool. And the items actually give a little bit better respect now. They've redone the items to be a little bit better. So if you notice here, they rebalance. This is something that I actually complained about a long time ago, and they did kind of fix this. So here's the bonus points. So let me show something good they did. The fact that Gimli, it was like 20 or 30, and now it's 70. It's closer to what Balin always got of 100, right? Not being ascended. So that is a good addition, that it's easier to level up the higher levels now with that. And with that, they also gave us more points to use. So as you can see, my Gimli actually has almost enough to do 18 points. It's 3 for every single one, so you can do the math. And he, of course, he's Respect 15, but he's only level 8. So that's kind of cool that we get more points in our skills. I still don't really understand why they changed that. It felt like a really good update they did. And then adding this on, was it a balancing thing? All I can say is it doesn't feel very good. But still, I kind of can understand if it was a balancing thing for that in particular. But I'm not 100% sure on that. So anyway, I'm also going to throw in another character here with Mr. Dane. We'll put on Dwallin there with him. So I'm going to continue taking my tiles. Let's see. What are my next things I have to work on here? I need to take level 30 tiles. Can they take... Not quite yet. So we'll stick to doing 15s right now. So anyway, sorry. Basically, to finish up the video on my thoughts on that, is that I'm not entirely sure I'm down with that change. I like the other changes they made. They felt really good. I know you guys are going to say, well, those were all, like, helped us. It's like, yeah, exactly. But this game isn't like it's really, like, you're helping everyone that are players. So I don't really understand why they would, like, nerf us all when we're taking tiles. Because it's not like it's balancing and making it easier for free-to-players, right? If this was, like, a balance that, like, they did this because, it made whales take a little longer to take tiles and free-to-play players didn't. But everyone's getting that change. So it's like, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about that. So anyway, with that said, still have a great and wonderful day in Middle-earth. What do you guys think? I'd love to hear your comments on this. Thank you to my wonderful patrons over there. Thank you, Reb, for being a royal guard and supporting the channel. And Gimli's awesome. Just throwing that out there. Look how cool he is. He's so cool. Have a great day in Middle-earth. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next episodes of Voice of the Rings. Barukazad! Kusad! I menu!